Hi everyone, thanks for your patience.
Pete Melman.
Pete Melman. So, my name is Bradley Glenn. I'm a mobile producer at Fuzz Productions. We're an independent app development shop based in wonderful Williamsburg, Brooklyn. And thank you, Chris, for inviting all of us to be a part of this. You know, it's definitely an exciting time to be a producer in mobile. You are working on so many different projects, and that's what's great about working at an independent shop is you're working, in one context you're working on something, let's say, for the banking industry. In another context you're working on a children's book app. So, and at Fuzz we do it all. So it's pretty exciting. I thought what would be most useful is just kind of give, you know, when people come, you know, and I think when I look at apps, I say apps are like, you know, what was the screenplay of like the 90s. You know, everyone has a screenplay idea. Everyone's got an app idea now. So so we certainly get a lot of those, you know, inquiries and stuff like that. And the way we kind of think about these apps in more of a broad way, so we can kind of put someone's ideas together and understand what exactly they want to do, what they want to produce, be they an independent startup all the way to, you know, a Fortune 500 company. So here's some of our select mobile clients. We've worked with Hearst, in fact. Julie's like, yeah, you did. So we've worked with, obviously, MTV, and we've really run the gamut here. We're doing the Hollywood Reporter app. We're doing a lot in the, you know, news and media and publishing space, but also doing stuff with different kinds of new apps, stuff that's happening just now. A lot of enterprise apps for corporations that are going to be used by sales reps, stuff like that, that are really going to be in their own internal app store. Also second screen experiences, which I'll get into in a minute. So at Fuzz Productions, we basically, we like to say, you know, what is the, you know, the context that someone's going to be using the app? You know, is it at home, or are they on the go? And what is the intent of that app? And how do the interplay between those two things is really how you figure out, like, where should this be? Should this be a mobile app? Should it be mobile, meaning on the phone? Should it be on the iPad, etc.? You know, what is the experience that we're trying to get here? Who's the audience? I mean, this is stuff that, as producers, we talk about all the time. Who's the audience? Where are they accessing this? And what is the degree of interactivity? You know, what's the context? What's the intent? What is the interplay between those two things? Now, another thing that we've noticed is basically smartphone. We make a distinction a little bit between utility and entertainment. Now, you know, often these things are commingled, but we like to say that, you know, for the smartphone, be it iPhone, Android, etc., is, you know, 60% utility, 40% entertainment. And of course, that changes on a daily basis for everyone. And on the iPad or the tablet, it flips. So, so anyways, I figured, you know what? Let's forget about the slides. Let's get into some apps, and we are happy to say that we this week have the iPad app of the week, which is the Pat LaFrieda app. Pat LaFrieda's Big App of Meat, which we created alongside Domani Studios, and this is a really terrific app. We're very happy about this app. In fact, let's look at the dry age room.
Welcome to Dry Age Beef. What you are about to see is my most prized possession in the building. Come on in. In this room, we dry age between 3,000 and 4,000 cuts of beef at any one time. The beef ages anywhere from 2 to 12 weeks, according to our chef's specs. The longer it ages, the more tender and flavorful it becomes, and the more expensive it gets.
If anyone's really into, if anyone's a vegan, I apologize.
About $500,000.
Dry aged beef, that's what Pat LaFrieda is all about.
Carefully controlled as to allow a crust to form on the exterior of the beef. This releases enzymes within the beef that tenderize the meat.
And of course, we had from 0.0 Productions, who we produced this with.
The meat can lose as much as
amazing video
the
footage from a TV project they're putting together with Pat LaFrieda. As
you will notice that 109
it's like certainly of a great quality that oftentimes you don't see necessarily with an iPad app, but at least not yet. Of course, unless it's a movie.
And the mesh is put on top of that.
So
keep the cap on.
I'm going to go back to some of the functionality here. The thing about this that we really like is the fact that it's kind of a whimsical structure. I mean, meat, beef. What can we do with it? But inside of it, there's really a lot of really great information. I mean, nice sharpening. I'm learning about aging. And this, we love this column structure. This is something that we're a big fan of. So we're very excited, and obviously to have the app of the week is quite a thrill. So this is one of our iPad apps. So moving on to that, we will go into some of the other stuff we've done. Here's one that's pretty interesting. This is Jay-Z's Decoded. So it is it is of his book. So it's essentially and what we did was we were approached to basically create an app based on Jay-Z's book, incorporating the music, incorporating the visuals, and also I think what's great about this is that it brought it's almost like a choose your own adventure for his book, and it adds this layer of interactivity on top of Jay-Z's story, and again we really are quite a fan of this, of the way, just the structure, the way how it all interplays, and combining the visual. Here's just the pages from the book, and also here's like one of Jay-Z's songs, which is Decoded. So here's where the book, where that part of the book comes in. So of course there's videos, there's all kinds of stuff in there. Now that's some stuff we've done for the iPad. Now, moving on to some other things we've done for, is this all? Yeah, that looks pretty good. This is MTV Live and Local. So what's fun about this app is it really kind of does, combines the location-based services with social network and sharing, and also getting, this has actually a very unique feature where we will go into your iTunes library and we'll suggest shows that are upcoming, that are nearby you, that you might be interested in. So in other words, if we notice you have the National, and you like the National, obviously you have in our iTunes library, we'll say, hey, the National is going to be playing at the Beacon Theater for a week. Would you, we will suggest that in our recommended. So these are, in fact, the Nationals recommended me. They found that in my iTunes. So so here's some shows that they are recommending to me. I can also, here's my profile. I have 3 upcoming shows, 74 artists I'm following. Here's a calendar. This also suggests, so here you have the location-based aspect of it as well, so which is, I think, an important part of when you start thinking about apps. Because, of course, apps, it's all about, the GPS functionality. Where are you now? What do you want to do? And how do you want to, go and do that? So now let me go back to, now a new thing that we're doing, which is really a lot of fun, and I think is something really relevant to a lot of TV producers out there, is what we're working on, which is called the second screen experience. Now, often you'll say, well, what is a second screen experience? Well, a second screen experience is either a game or some kind of activity, etc., that someone is playing on their mobile device while they are watching television, right? And I mean, it's already happening, right? I mean, you have on Bravo, text this number here, tweet this, right? And they'll put up those tweets. This is what we're starting to do, is kind of like what we call the next level of that interactivity, such as Preplay, right? So what Preplay is, it is a game. Now this is upcoming game. This is today's game, Monday Night Football game between St. Louis Rams, Seattle Seahawks. Hasn't started yet, but when it starts, I can play with my friends, and I can predict using this game whether or not they're going to do a run or a pass, whether or not they're going to score a TD on that play, and all my friends are playing along with me. So here's the friends thing, my stats, and how I've done so far. I'm not doing that well. So what this is a true second screen experience that this company Preplay has developed, and we developed the app for them. And essentially, they use a feed coming from out of the NFL. That's actually from, I think, scans.com. What is it? Scans?
Yeah.
Stats.com. Sorry, Scans. And so that's how it's updated. It's updated in real time. So I think this is kind of the next level of experiences of watching TV, playing on your iPhone or your tablet, and really kind of almost a level of interactivity with the television, but not directly with the television, something associated with it. And I think this is really this is something that's happening right now, and you're going to see more and more of it. So we're happy to be on the forefront of that. So anyways, that's what I got, Chris.
All right.
So that's what we're doing.
We got Beef, we got Jay-Z, we got Bradley. You whiffed on last night's game there, man.
I know.
Wow. Unbelievable. I'm glad you're not putting money down on that.